full of way too much bourbon and weed. Driving home, hoping the road would treat me mercifully. I'm ready to lie down, but right when I turned on my street, a car that was parked in front of my house hurried to leave. I was spooked and confused, couldn't tell if it was actually sus or if the grass was just making paranoia do what it do. But I knew in fact I was right, that shit was strange and screwy. So I flipped that bitch back into drive and made a U-E. I'm hot on their heels, following them, but I'm so freaked out and high, I swear to God I can feel my blood as it clots and congeals. Scrape the curb, dang, I'm certain that just took a good chunk of shiny black paint off of my wheels. But I cannot stop till I deal with this night stranger. Busted a right, they were almost out of view. I wish I wouldn't have drank that 1000th brew, cause navigating the roads was tough. Maybe they didn't mean any harm, but yo, I just needed to know what's up. That's when they pulled over, we was right off a Westheimer. They ran in a dance club I used to frequent as a vexed minor, popping pills a lot, so I was familiar with the spot. Took a minute to stop and chilled and entered the building and thought, this really is odd. Haven't been here in years, ain't the type of place to order beers. They moving their bodies on something more fierce. I looked around, my eyes were adjusting to the flashing lights and the ruckus. I feel like I'm a tiger, I'm hunting. We about to have us a nice little discussion. Everybody was busting the moving, dripping with sweat worse than ice in the oven. I noticed a dude by the DJ booth, smack dab in the middle of the vigorous frenzy. I watched him a whole minute and he ain't moved. Some girl to my left offered me a blue, but I just kept staring at him intently. He took off, I screamed, hey you. He headed deeper in, but I knew the only exit out the place was in the front, so he couldn't escape. It's getting fun. Baby with the extra knows how to shake them hips and rump. I'm tempted to holler at her, but nah, the chasing isn't done. So I began slowly walking towards the back. The dance floor was packed. Speed freaks going ape to the bass and sniffing bumps. I see him hit the bathroom, I sneak over, then wait a bit, I'm stunned. Got my hand on the door handle, I'm thinking maybe this is dumb. Pull myself together, remembered I'm a real one. I go in, it's pitch black, someone said Neil son. Flick the lights, he's naked with a gun. Oh, come on, man. There ain't nowhere to run away now. Shit that hides inside gets laid out when it's laid out. Yeah. No, there ain't nowhere to run away now. At a time like this I could use a friend. There ain't nowhere to run away now. Shit that hides inside gets laid out when it's laid out. There ain't nowhere to run away now. I just wanna see the sun again. I lunge forward and we scrapping. If I touch the sword of this assassin, he'll become a corpse who needs him much more than a napkin to clean his wounds. Holy shit, that's when I realize I've seen this fool. Been in my DMs for weeks begging me to team up on a tune. Apparently he's pretty desperate for a feature. Now I'm wrestling this tweaker. He's undressed and I'm not eager to perish yet. And this'd be a terrible death. I had control of the wrist on his weapon hand, but I was still scared. He said something about me paying for my carelessness, how it wasn't fair for Sketch to string him along like a marionette. So he's got bars, I cracked him in the jaw hard. He started laughing at me, it made me feel like Daffy battling the Monstars. I threw another, a gruesome upper. He's crying while I hit him, saying he needs me. Shit, now I feel like an abusive lover. I'm trying to subdue this fucker. He's skinny, but damn it, he ain't feeling these punches. I'm not inflicting no damage. Somewhere around 15 I've landed, and still nothing. His grill's bloody, it's falling from his scruffy smile, hitting the tile, puddling. Then he did something I really hate. He called me Lil Buddy, told me he don't need no 9mm to make me feel cruddy. He tossed it, so I let go of his wrist and I flee. He almost grabbed my jacket, but accidentally slipped in some pee. I picked up the pistol indeed, aimed at his teeth. Backpedaling, now I'm settling down. Waves of relief, erase the unease. He told me to stay if I leave, I'd soon regret it. The goon then reckoned that for the rest of the days that I breathe, I'd remember him dearly. Declared I would've found his rhymes astute, but now I would suffer severely for treating him like a noob. Right out the bathroom door I flew, creasing my Jordan 2s. Crashed into a cutie in shorts and boots, spilled her orange juice, gave a cordial oops. I finally lost him, I'm exhausted. Made it outside, I'm still alive. Jump in my ride and floor it. Can't go back home since that wacko knows just where I lay my head. Checking myself in the rear view mirror as I steer through fear. See my face is red, I'm hoping that the blood ain't mine, but I seem fine in the meantime. Need a place to rest. Pulling apart in the brightest, my tanks out of petrol. Now that at last I'm safe, I reflect. Maybe it was unwise to not just rap with the wretch. If I just stay up for a tad, I can catch the sunrise. But I'm falling out, so I lean back to nap for a sec. Just then, I feel that bastard's breath on the back of my neck. It was honestly very frightening. There ain't nowhere to run away now. Shit that hides inside gets laid out when it's laid out. this, I could use a friend. There ain't nowhere to run away now. Shit that hides inside gets laid out when it's laid out. There ain't nowhere to run away now. I just wanna see the sun again.
Were you dancing?